Hello, everyone. You're welcome to my course, Unleashing the Power of the Digital Space. My name is Arama Jisobu. I'm the founder of Moms Who Code and the convener of the Digital Women Tribe. This course is designed for women who want to learn how to leverage the digital space for their growth. In this course, I share valuable and practical tips. I share different online opportunities and how you as a woman can leverage this world of the internet space and the opportunities that it holds for your growth and for your development. In my previous video, I talked about online safety and online privacy. In this video today, I'll be talking about spam mails. I'll be talking about phishing and how you can actually identify and protect yourself. So yesterday I talked about phishing. I defined phishing. I mentioned spam. So I want you to know that there's a difference between a spam mail and a phishing mail, right? Spam mails are mails that are unsolicited. They are mails that are sent to you that you did not solicit for, right? Phishing mails or phishing emails, on the other hand, are mails that are sent to you maliciously, right? With the intent to actually get sensitive information from you or to get you to take an action that could lead to harm or that could lead to you losing precious or private information, right? Now, one thing that has been realized or one thing that has been noted is that a lot of the time, spam mails or phishing mails are actually uh, spam in nature, right? They come to you unsolicited. They come to you as mails that you do not solicit for. And when they come to you, the whole intent is to actually get you to take an action that could work against you. So it is very important to note the difference between spam mails and phishing mails. So there are different ways that you can actually identify spam mails, right? It is easy or it is possible for you to identify spam emails. One of the ways for you to do that is to actually check the sender's email. Now, when you get a mail in your inbox, you can actually check the sender's email to identify the source of that mail, right? Another thing that you can do is to actually look at the subject line. Is it sensational, right? Is it promising you something? Because most of the time, this is what people who send out spam mails, they use subject lines that are meant to gain your attention. They use subject lines that are meant to get you to open this email. So you actually need to know this and know how it works. So you'll be able to identify a spam mail and know what to look out for, right? And so another thing that you should also look at is the email content. What is the content of the email that you have received? Now, look out for spelling errors, look out for grammatical errors, look out for sentences that just don't make sense, right? Another thing that could happen with spam mails is, or another way that you can actually identify spam mails is to actually look at the sender's name. In a couple of minutes, I'll be showing you images, right? Images of images that replicate or that present to us what a spam mail could look like, right? And this is meant to actually help you to understand it, right? And to be able to identify and protect yourself. Now, another way to identify a spam mail is to check. Like I said, you check for the sender's name. But when you check for the sender's name, is this sender trying to impersonate someone? So if you get a mail from a certain organization that you have not sent any message to, you have not signed up to subscribe, right, to subscribe to their emailing list, and you are getting a message from this person, maybe you're getting a message from like the CEO of a company, right? And you know that you haven't had any previous interaction, you know that you haven't been on their website, you know that you haven't engaged with that company in any way, right? It is very important, or it is very necessary that you take a very good look at the email, be very careful at the email, watch out for signs that this could be a mail that is impersonating someone else. It is very, very important that you do so. Now, when you get the spam mails, what do you do? If you find out that the mail is spam and you keep getting the same email and you're not interested in their offers or you're not interested in what they have to say, what do? It is very possible for you to report the mail as spam. So what happens is that when you report this mail as spam, the email service that you use, right, will help to filter that mail out so that the next time it comes to you or the next time that you are being sent such a mail, it will actually not go straight to your inbox. It will go to the spam folder. And so when you do this and other people also do this, right, it makes it even easier for the system to recognize this and flag it when other people receive the emails to show that the mail is actually spam in nature. So that's how you can identify spam mails. Now, when you do identify spam, a mail that is spam, what should you do? Like I said, you need to report it. You need to report that the mail is spam. And having reported that the mail is spam, it can help the email service that you use to filter out the spam mail the next time it is sent to you. Now let's talk about phishing mails. I said phishing mails are mails that are actually sent to you with malicious intent. In a phishing mail, there'll be malware, right? It could be a link that is sent to you. It could be an attachment that is sent to you to download, right? It could be a link that is directing you to a different site, requesting that you enter certain private information. So you need to know this, you need to be aware, you need to be careful. So when you get a mail, look out for it, especially if you use an email service like Google or use an email service like Yahoo or any other one. Sometimes these emails come with warnings. So when you get a mail that comes with a warning, you should pay attention to that warning, right? It's very important that you pay attention to the warning. Another thing that you should do is that if you do receive a mail requesting for your private information, do not respond to that email. Do not respond to that email. Do not respond to that email. It's very important. Do not respond to that email. Then if you get a mail, right, and when the mail comes, it comes with a link, and then you click on that link, and then the page it opens up is asking for a certain password. Do not put your password. Do not put your password. Verify the link. Verify the link. If it is a financial, maybe a mail that that is sent to you in the guise of coming from your bank, for example, or maybe from your anywhere, right? Anywhere that you actually have valuable information or valuable digital assets. Once you get a mail like that, check the link. Check the link. In a couple of minutes, I'll show you that. Check the link to be sure that the sender or that the domain that the link is coming from actually corresponds with the name that is being shown to you, right? So sometimes you can get a mail and it tells you, oh, XYZ Bank sending you a message because your account has been debited and we're trying to find out if you are the one who has debited or you are the one who has withdrawn money from that account. Please click on this link to continue, and then you click on the link. What you should do in that case is, if you know or if you suspect that something is wrong, the first thing you do is actually go and check the domain that the email is coming from. That domain, does it actually end in xyz.com? If it doesn't, then obviously something is wrong and you should be very careful about that. Now, there are mails that are sent to you that with the messages that sound too good, right, to be true. They give you offers, very tempting offers. Be careful about such, right? And then when you get mails that's very urgent, like they're asking you to do something maybe within the next 1 hour, within the next 30 minutes, be very careful of such. It is very, very important that you are careful, because these are the ways that these fraudsters, these bad guys actually implement what they do to make people fall for their scam. So be very careful about this. It is very important. Now, let me show you let's do a demo. For this, I'll be sharing my screen. Let's do a demo, and I will show you some pictures that depict what I am talking about, so you are more aware of this, right? So this is an image. I hope you are seeing my screen. And here I'm searching for example of a spam mail. I was doing this before I started the video. Sample spam email image. Okay, let's use this. Remember, in my previous videos, I talked about how to actually do an effective search online. So let's take a good look at one of these images to see. This is quite small. This is quite small. Let me see. Okay, let me click on view image to actually view the image. I hope that you can see my screen. So I'm opening the image. Now, if you look at this site, I talked about, oh, this is not even going through. If you can look at this site, in one of my videos, I talked about how to identify a site that is secure. I think that was my last video where I talked about online safety. Now, if you look at this site, you can see that there's a caution symbol here, right? This caution symbol here, and then there is this message here saying that the site is not secure. So once you are on a site like this, you should know that whatever information that you share is actually open, right? And so bad guys can actually take advantage of the fact that the site is not secure to steal your information. So this is just one, but that's not what we are looking for. Let's look for another message. Let's look for another message. So let's see this. Okay. So you can see a message like this. This looks like a spam message, right? This looks like a spam message. So here I talked about your email service actually sending you an alert, right? That you should pay attention to such messages when you get them. So this is a message, right, from the Google, which is the Google service for the Google parent company, right, for this. And so it's saying, why is this message in the spam? It's trying to explain. It said it's similar to messages that were detected by our spam filter. So this is actually a spam mail. Let's close this. Let me look for another one. Spam. Let me come here. This is not it. Let me search for another one. Email, spam, free email, picture of spam email. Let me see. Let me use that to search. Or this doesn't do justice. Okay, let me see this. So let's take a look at this and then we'll come to the next one. So let's look at this. Let's view the image. And so you can see this is pure spam, and it's also very likely to be malicious, right? And so you can see that the sender here, like I said, you always have to look at the sender. Where's this email coming from? What's the source of this message? You can see that the sender here is this address that has been listed here. And then in the body of the email, you're now seeing view email online and you are getting a different link. So this sender doesn't actually, it's not similar to this, it's different. So with this, you can easily tell that something is wrong. And when you get emails like this, do not click on the link. For any reason whatsoever, do not click on the link. What you have to do in a case like this is to report this email as spam. You report it as spam, and then once you do that, it moves it to the spam folder. That's what you should do. Now let's also look at another very interesting image that I have seen here. Let me go back. This is an image depicting phishing, right? So let's take a look at this email. It's still opening. It's quite slow. It's opening quite slowly. Let me check this one. Let's see this. Okay, so this is a phishing email, right? Now, if you can see my screen very well, you see that let's even start. Let's begin to analyze this. It says awaity.com user credential updates, right? And it gives you the reference number. Now, Microsoft, on behalf of awaity.com, look at the sender. The sender is cep@bepr.de, right? So this is awaity.com, and then you are seeing bepr.de. If you look down here, you'll see something else. This message is high priority. Like I said before, when you get a message that is actually making you anxious, a message that comes and tells you, oh, you need to do something really fast, you need to be very, very suspicious of that email. You need to be very suspicious. So it says, hi to this person, welcome to this password center. Update your login password because your password has expired. As you want to continue with the current password, it says keep same email, right? So let's look at this now. This keep same button, right? This keep same password is actually a button, and the recipient of this email is expected to click on this. But the thing is, when you click on this, this is the site that it takes you to. This that you are seeing in this, if you can see my cursor, you see it. This is the site that it takes you to. So now tell me, await.com, right? bepr.de, and now this link that goes to dogreat.tk, they are all different, right? It said proceed now as your link expires 22nd April 2020. And this mail was sent April 21st, 2020. So you can see that this is actually putting some fear in the recipient, making them, that's supposed to make them act urgently and even without thinking. So whatever kind of tampers with your that makes you anxious, that makes you want to take a decision so fast, you need to be very, very careful. And so this comes email ID, blah, 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 user ID, Whitney, best regards. The name, there's no name. Microsoft IT engineer, 1 Microsoft Boulevard, this. This, if we take a critical look, we'll find out that this is not actually correct. And so this email is actually a phishing mail. So these are the kind of things that you see with phishing mails. And like I explained earlier, when you see a spam email, you'll see something similar. Although for spam, it's a mail that you didn't solicit for. It's a mail that you did not request for. But you cannot really say, oh, all spam is just spam, because phishing emails come as spam emails. So you need to actually be very, very careful. So that's what I wanted to show you about spam and phishing mails, and to get you aware, to help you gain the knowledge that you need to protect yourself, because online privacy or online safety is very, very important. And the bad guys or the fraudsters, they usually just they'll take advantage of your lack of knowledge to actually perpetuate these things. But it won't happen if you're enlightened or if you have the knowledge and you can easily identify and do the needful when you get such an email. So thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, please put it in the chat. If you also like to join the discussion group where I discuss with women on the different topics that I've covered in the videos, please put a comment in the chat and I'll send you the procedure on how to join. If you found this video useful, if you found it helpful, please share it, like it, as well as subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.